Very good morning to all of you, my friends. Welcome back. So I hope you guys are doing good. And further, in the last two sessions, we discussed the concepts of marginal costing. We discussed variety of question. I hope you guys are thorough with all the questions what I have discussed till now. So anyone having any conceptual or any sort of queries, any conceptual query or any other query, you guys can please post your queries. Else we'll start with few more new concepts. So let me check. Good morning, Linga. Good morning, Rohan. Good morning, Mustafa. Mustafa, I received your mail. I'll check your query and will get back to you as soon as possible. Good morning, Pooja. I think one of the mail I've received from Pooja, I don't remember it's Pooja or Pooja Byalal. But again, I'll be addressing your query. Just give me a day's time. Good morning, Geeta. Good morning, everyone. So anyone having any doubts or queries till now, you guys can post your queries. So let's start with one more concept wherein two period figures are given. Let's say figures are given for 2025 and 2026, wherein the sales is given 1 lakh and 2 lakh, and profit is given 30,000 and 70,000. Now the question is asking you to calculate PV ratio. So herein, if you want to calculate PV ratio, it is change in profit divided by change in sales into 100. So when talking about change in profit, it is 40,000. 30 minus 70 minus 30, 40,000 divided by change in sales, it is 1 lakh into 100. Therefore, my PV ratio is 40%. If you want to calculate the fixed cost also, you can easily calculate the fixed cost. So herein, if my sales is 1 lakh, my PV ratio is 40%. So variable cost will be 60%. That is 60,000. Therefore, my contribution will be 40,000. Fixed cost we don't have. My profit will be 30,000. So contribution is 40,000, profit is given 30,000. Therefore, fixed cost will be my balancing figure, that is 10,000. The fixed cost will be same for both the years because we have written change in profit. So the profit changes because of the contribution and variable cost changes in proportion of the profit. Sorry, variable cost changes in proportion of the sales. That's why we have taken this concept change in profit. So the fixed costs remain constant at all the level of sales. So when talking about the for 2026, it is 2 lakh is my sales. 60% will be my variable cost and 40% will be my contribution. 70,000 is my profit. So again, 10,000 will be my fixed cost, that is same. Ignore the graphical part as of now, Hina. Apart from this, you will find variety of questions in study material, the kind of questions what I did. Hina, I'm referring many questions from past examination, MTPs, RTPs. So this is the concept. So another question we can say, let's say 2025 and 2026 is given, wherein let's say sales is given 1 lakh and 2 lakh. My profit is given 10,000 loss and 15,000 profit. Therefore, my change in sales will be 1 lakh and change in profit. Can you guys tell me what will be the PV ratio in this case? What will be the PV ratio in this case? Waiting for your answers. That is incorrect, Meenu. Yes, it is. What will be the PV ratio? So, Mustafa, it is incorrect. Pooja B, I think it is correct. Khushi Garg, it is incorrect. Adil, it is correct. Shamli Sharma, it is correct. Hina Kumar, it is correct. Good morning, Rabari. It is correct. Very good. Khushi Garg, it is correct. Now it is correct, in fact. Pooja B, it is correct. Meenu, it is correct. Very good now. Linga, it is correct. Mustafa, it is incorrect. So see, when talking about change in profit, see earlier I was having a loss of 10,000. Now there is a profit of 15,000. So how much is the change? So 15,000 minus 10,000. So it is 25%. 25,000 divided by 1 lakh in 200. So this will be 25%. Can you guys tell me what will be the fixed cost in this case? Very good, Meenu. Now it is correct. Sabha, please recheck your answer. Rohan Bachawat, please recheck your answer. Namrata, please recheck your answer. Ria, please recheck your answer. Harsh Mishra, let me check. So Harsh Mishra, the fixed cost is incorrect. Rabari, very good, it is correct. So what will be the fixed cost in this case? Only Rabari has posted the correct answer. One more student posted the answer relating to fixed cost that was incorrect. Hina, it is correct now. Harsh Mishra, now it is correct. Very good, Harsh. Good morning, Nitya. It is correct. Shamli Sharma, very good. It is correct. Linga, the answer is correct. Still many has not posted the answer. Meenu, it is correct. Very good. Namrata, it is correct. Very good, everyone. So 35,000 will be my fixed cost. That is 2 lakh into 25%. 50,000 will be my contribution. 15,000 is profit. So 50 minus 15, 35 will be what? My fixed cost. One more question for you guys. Let's say it is 2 lakh and 4 lakh. Let's say the total cost is given So what will be my PV ratio? Waiting for your answers on this question. Khushbu, please recheck your answer. So what will be the PV ratio, guys? Rest everyone, your answers are correct. Very good, Rabari. The answer is correct. What will be the PV ratio for this question? Question number 3rd. Hina, answer is correct. Very good, Hina. Sabah Shakil, the answer is incorrect. Nitya, it is correct. Very good. Khushi Garg, it is correct. Rohan, it is correct. Harsh Mishra, it is correct. Very good. Adil, it is correct. Mustafa, it is correct. Very good. Gunjan, it is correct. Yes, rest all waiting for your answers. Shamli Sharma, it is correct. Very good. So here in the sales is given, total cost is given, we can get the profit. So my profit will be 80,000 and 1,50,000. So the change is 70,000 divided by 2 lakh in 200. That is 35%. So everyone now correct answer. Pooja, please recheck your answer. I request you guys to copy all these 3 questions. Thereafter, we'll be starting with the new concept. So giving you 2 minutes time, first, second, and third. So now we are done with the basic questions. Let's start with a new concept, that is key factor or limiting factor. A very important concept. Yes, I think the figures were wrong, Rabari. But anyways, the concept was to discuss the PV ratio. I should have taken better figures for appropriate solution, but just ignore this part. The calculation will be the same for the fixed cost. I hope it is clear, Rabari. So let's start with this concept, key factor or limiting factor. Now, let me discuss this concept with the help of an example. I'm manufacturing, let's say, three types of product A, B, and C. I'm manufacturing three types of product A, B, and C. Let's say the selling price of these three products is same, that is 100, 100, and 100. Let's say the variable cost of these three is 60. Let's say the variable cost is 60, 70, and 80. So my contribution per unit will be 40, 30, and 20. So this is the situation wherein I'm manufacturing three types of product, A, B, and C. Now the variable cost per unit is 60, 70, and 80. So my contribution per unit is 40, 30, and 20. So the first question to all of you is, which one is the most profitable product for the company? Can you guys tell me? Which one is the most profitable product for the company? A, B, or C? Very good, everyone. Now, let's take a situation. Herein the most profitable product is A because the contribution is highest in case of A. Now, let's take a situation wherein, let's say, my annual requirement of raw material is 1,50,000. I repeat again, let's say I have an annual requirement of raw material of 1,50,000. But due to certain reason, be it lockdown, be it any other thing, my supplier said that I will be able to provide only 60,000 kgs of raw material. Even though I have an annual requirement of 1,50,000 kgs of raw material, which I am procuring from a special supplier, and rest no one supplies this raw material. So the supplier said, be it due to strike or be it due to lockdown or be it due to government policy, whatever it is, he says that I won't be able to supply 1,50,000 kgs of raw material. I'll be able to supply only 60,000 kgs of raw material. My supplier says, I'll be able to provide only 60,000 kgs of raw material. So herein there is a scarcity of raw material. We have very limited quantity of raw material because see, my annual requirement is 1,50,000 kgs. However, due to certain reasons, my supplier says that I'll be able to provide only 60,000 kgs of raw material. So my raw material is available in a very limited quantity. So there is a scarcity of raw material. So herein, what is raw material? This raw material is what we call as key factor in this case. So वो resource जो हमारे पास बहुत लिमिटेड क्वांटिटी में अवेलेबल है या फिर वो रिसोर्स जिसका बहुत लिमिटेड सप्लाई है, we call it as the key factor or limiting factor. I hope this part is clear. What is key factor or limiting factor? I repeat again, वो resource जो हमारे पास बहुत limited supply है और when we can say that there is scarcity of some sort of resources, so that resource which is available in a very limited quantity, we call it as key factor or limiting factor. Yes, Anil, very good, it is correct. Tanu, very good, it is correct. Once again. So herein, in this case, the key factor or limiting factor is what? My raw material. Now, what will be my object? My object will be to utilize each and every kg of raw material in such a way so that I can get the maximum profit. So I'm writing this for your reference also. Since there is limited supply of raw material, therefore my object will be to utilize raw material in such a way that I can get maximum contribution. Since there is a limited supply of raw material, therefore my object will be to utilize the raw material in such a way that I can get maximum contribution. So herein, my raw material is in very limited quantity. Now, let's say the information is given that is raw material required per unit. That is how much material is required to manufacture 1 unit of product A, product B, and product C. So to manufacture product A, let's say 10 kgs is required. To manufacture product B, let's say 5 kg is required. And to manufacture product C, let's say 4 kg is required. I repeat again, since my raw material is in a very limited quantity, so my object will be to utilize the raw material in such a way so that I can get the maximum contribution. So herein, since raw material is the key factor, so this information is given in the question, wherein raw material required per unit. That is, एक unit बनाने में कितना raw material लगता है. So herein, to manufacture product A, 10 kgs is required. To manufacture product B, 5 kgs is required, and to manufacture product C, 4 kgs is required. Now, a question from my side, which product we should manufacture and why? So I want answers from every one of you. since I'm addressing the query of each and every student, so I want you guys to participate in the session for better understanding of the concepts. So whatever running in your mind, do speak up. So which product we should manufacture and why? Waiting for your answers now. So I've got answer. Anil, you can post once I'm getting all your answers. So C is the answer posted by Anil. Very good, Anil. Adil is saying B. Very good, Adil. Khushi Garg is saying B. So very good, Meenu. It is correct. So Mustafa says, sir, we should manufacture product C because it is its contribution is very low, but we can make more products out of it. Very good, Mustafa. So Linga has posted A because the company is getting the maximum contribution out of A. Tanu also A with the same explanation that we are getting the maximum profit out of A. Sabah Shakil, it is A. So I've got correct answer only from Meenu. So Kuldeep, what is the answer? Again, there are many students who are there over Zoom, so do post your answers. So Hina Kumar A as the contribution is more. Rabari, it is B. Again, do write your explanation. Pooja B, it is B. I just want everyone to post your answers, whatever it is. B, because there is minimum kgs of requirement and contribution is also higher than C. So Namrata, basically you are comparing B and C. So I think the public poll is for all three, it is equal. Few are saying A, few are saying B, few are saying C. Overall contribution is more. Yes, rest all waiting for your answers. There are only few students who has posted the answers. Yes, Gunjan, Mustafa, Linga, Khushi Garg, Adil, Anil, Sara. Waiting for your answers. See, the more you will participate, the better you will be with the concepts. Okay, Khushi. Yes, Khushi. So, Harivansh Kumar, I've received your answer. The perfect answer I got is from Meenu only. Very good, Adil. I didn't check. Okay. Yes, Ashlesha. Yes, Ashlesha, Kuldeep, Aditya, Itam Shetty, Priya, Harsh Mishra, Manisha, Khushbu. Waiting for your answers, guys. Chandan Sahu, Gunjan, Aditya, Ria. Waiting for your answers. Geeta, you have not posted the answer. So see, I've got a mixed opinion. Now see what I said, that herein in this question, key factor is what? My raw material. My raw material is my key factor. So therefore my object will be to utilize raw material in such a way so that I can get the maximum contribution out of it. मेरा ऑब्जेक्ट ये होगा कि टू यूटिलाइज द रॉ मटेरियल इन सच अ वे so that I can get the maximum profit out of it. One second, I've got answer from few students. So again, there is a mixed opinion by everyone. Someone is saying A, B, C. Sabah Kasim, Sara Kasim, we are getting low contribution as compared to. So now see, I'll give you a perfect opinion. So I've got a mixed opinion for all the three A, B, C. So now see, herein, since raw material is in limited supply, so my raw material will be very important. So herein, after using 10 kgs of raw material in A, after using 10 kgs of raw material in A, how much I'm getting? 40 rupees as profit. So from 1 kg of raw material, how much profit I'm getting? 4 rupees. We can say contribution per kg of raw material. How much contribution I'm getting per kg? See, from 10 kg, we are earning 40 rupees. So from every kg, how much I'm earning? 4 rupees. Herein, after utilizing 5 kgs, we are getting 30 as profit. So every kg, how much profit I'm getting? 6 rupees. Now in the third case, after using 4 kgs, we are getting a profit of 20. So how much profit I am getting per kg? Rupees 5. So herein, highest profit from every 1 kg of raw material we are getting in B. So first priority will be given to B, second will be given to C, and third will be given to A. I repeat again, my object will be to utilize each and every kg of raw material in such a way so that I can get the maximum profit out of it. So herein, after me using 10 kgs, we are getting 40 rupees. So from every kg, we are getting how much? 4 rupees. Herein, after using 5 kgs, we are getting 30 rupees. So from every kg, how much I am getting? 6 rupees. Again, after using 4 kgs, we are getting 20. So for every kgs, how much I am earning? 5 rupees. So the highest profit is in case of B. So first priority will be given to B, second to C, and third to A. So I hope this part is clear to all. Anyone having any other idea or opinion, you guys can share it with me. I appreciate your efforts, but yes, this is my opinion. So anyone have query related to my opinion, you guys can post. If you have any other or better opinion, you guys can post. Very good, Khushi. Yes, I know this. Anyone with any other opinion? Yes, me no. So herein, if there is unlimited demand for product B, we'll be manufacturing only product B because we are getting the maximum profit from B only. You can check also and calculate also, the highest profit will be in the case of B only. You can check the number of units, Hina Kumar. So herein, if it is 10 kgs, 6,000 units will be manufactured. See, we have 60,000 kgs of raw material. So if we have 10 kgs for every unit, 6,000 units will be manufactured. And the total contribution will be 6,000 into 40. That is 2,40,000. But in the B, the contribution will be the highest. So my first question, if there is unlimited demand for all the products, then we will manufacture product B as contribution per kg is highest. So how many units of product B will be manufactured? 60,000 kgs we have, and one unit require how many kgs? 5 kgs. So how many units will be manufactured? 12,000 units. So contribution will be how much? Into 30. So this will be 3,60,000. You can check out also 60,000 divided by 10, 6,000 units into 40. This will be 2,40,000. You can also calculate for C also. The contribution will be highest only in case of B, not in case of A. You can check out also for cross verification that whether my opinion is correct or incorrect. So anyone with any doubts or queries? We are discussing this part, key factor, limiting factor. Maximum times examiner do ask question on this part only. This is contribution per kg of raw material. See, this is 6 is what? My contribution per kg of raw material. And 30 is what? My contribution per unit. So since we have manufactured 12,000 units, so 12,000 into 30 per unit, 3,60,000 will be my total contribution. I'll give you time to copy, not right now. Still, there are many points that need to be discussed. So herein, if there is unlimited demand for all the products, we will manufacture product B. We have total 60,000 kgs of raw material and per unit 5 kgs is required. Total हमारे पास 60,000 kgs है and per unit we are using how much? 5 kgs. So 12,000 units will be manufactured and per unit contribution is how much? 30. So 3,60,000 will be my total contribution. I hope Sabha your query is resolved. Now let's say in the question maximum demand is given. That is इससे ज्यादा यूनिट्स हम लोग मार्केट में सेल ही नहीं कर सकते. This is the maximum demand. This is the maximum demand, that is 5,000 units. Herein also 5,000 units. We cannot sell more than 5,000 units of a particular product. Now the point is how many units we should manufacture for A, B and C. So when maximum demand is given, don't copy. I'll give you time to copy. Please do understand the concepts, what I'm discussing. I'll give you time to copy everything. So now since maximum demand is given that we cannot manufacture and sell more than 5,000 units of a particular product in the market. So herein, we have raw material of how many kgs? We have 60,000 kgs. Since the demand is limited for all the product, so since we give first priority to B, so we will manufacture all the 5,000 units of B. We will manufacture B first. So 5,000 units into how many raw material will be, how much raw material will be consumed in B? 5 kg for every unit. So it means 25,000 kgs is gone. Still we have 35,000 kgs. So once the B is manufactured, we'll proceed with C, not A, because first priority is given to B, second is given to C, and third to A. Now see, to manufacture the full 5,000 units of C, we need 5,000 into 4, 20,000 kgs, and we have sufficient raw material. So we will manufacture full 5,000 units of product C. 4 kg. So after manufacturing B and C, we are still left out with 15,000 kgs. So these 15,000 kgs will be utilized to manufacture product A. So one unit requires 10 kgs and we have overall 15,000 kgs in hand. So it means 1,500 units will be manufactured for product A. So 1,500. So in short, if we want to calculate the contribution, solution is continued here. So for A, how many units we manufactured? 1,500. For B, 5,000. For C also 5,000. So contribution per unit is how much? 40, 30, and 20. So my total contribution will be how much? If we subtract fixed cost, we will get profit. Anyone with any doubts or queries? You guys can post your queries. Still, I'm not done. I'll be discussing one more part. Very good, Tanu. Very good, Minu. So if the fixed cost is given, we will deduct the fixed cost and we'll get the final figure profit. Anyone with any doubts or queries? Now, anyone with any doubts or queries? Yes. If it is given, no need to calculate fixed cost. This will be given in the question, Minu. The calculation is still contribution only. Anyone with any doubts or queries? Now, let's take a situation wherein apart from maximum demand, minimum demand is also given in the question. Let's take the situation that this many units we have to manufacture of a particular product to sustain in the market. So let's say minimum units is also given. Let's say 2000 units for A, 2000 for B, let's say 2000 units for C. This is also given in the question. That is, maximum demand is also given and minimum demand is also given. That is, this many units we have to manufacture to sustain in the market. That is 2000 units of every product. So let's write down the third case here. Wherein maximum and minimum demand is given. So we have raw material, how much? 60,000 kgs. Now what we will do first, one second. What we will do first, we will fulfill the minimum demand for all the three products. That is for A, B, and C. So A, it is 2000 into 10 plus 2000 into 5 plus for C, it is 2000 into 4. So we will fulfill the minimum demand for all the three products A, B, and C. So 20,000 in this, 10,000 in this, 30, and 4,000, 2,000 into 4, so 8. So 38,000 will be utilized to fulfill the minimum demand. So after fulfilling the minimum demand, still we are left out with 22,000 kgs. I repeat again, since maximum and minimum demand both are given in the question, so let's fulfill the minimum demand because इससे कम units तो हम लोग बना ही नहीं सकते. So let's fulfill the minimum demand for all the three products, 2000, 2000, and 2000. Now, once minimum demand is fulfilled, now we will move towards the priority. First priority is what given to B. So we will manufacture B first now. Now, out of 5,000, 2,000 are already manufactured here. So we can manufacture at the most how many units? 3,000 units. Now, 3,000 units require how much raw material? 3,000 into 5, 15,000 kgs of raw material. So here we do have 15,000, yes. So 3,000 of B and the raw material per unit is how much? 5. So it is 15,000. So after fulfilling the minimum demand, after manufacturing the balance units of product B, still we are left out with how many kgs? 7,000 kgs. Now these 7,000 kgs will be utilized to the second priority, that is product C. Now see, one unit require 4 kgs and we have how many kgs? 7,000. So one unit require 4 kgs and we have 7,000 kgs. So how many units of product B can be manufactured? Can you guys tell me? How many additional units? Very good, Pooja Byalal, it is correct. Shamli Sharma, it is correct. Very good, guys. How many units of product B can be manufactured? Rabari, please recheck. Sara Kasim, very good. The answer is correct. Very good, Gunjan. The answer is correct. Namrata, very good. The answer is correct. Linga, very good. The answer is correct. Hina, very good. The answer is correct. Very good. Ittam Shetty, Rabari. Now, Rabari, still it is incorrect. Meenu, it is incorrect. Tanu, very good. It is correct. Khushi Garg, very good. It is correct. No, Mustafa, it is incorrect. Incorrect, Mustafa. Harivansh, it is incorrect. Pooja, it is incorrect. Rabari, now very good. It is correct, Rabari. Appreciate your efforts. I think you posted two answers, but then you got the final answer. Very good, Rabari. Adil, it is correct. Pooja B, it is correct. Now it is correct, Meenu. I think there was some typing mistake from your end, but it is correct. Very good, Meenu. So product C, how many units that can be manufactured? Sorry, it was for product C actually. So product C, how many units we can manufacture C? We are done with B, that is 2000 here and 3000 here. So now the second priority is given to C. So 2000 units are already manufactured. Now we have to manufacture the balance units. So we have 4 kgs for every unit and total 7000 kgs we have. So 7000 divided by 4, 1750 units. So in short, for product C, 1750 into 5, sorry, into 4. So this is the master table. This is the first part to copy. This is the second part to copy. This is the third part. This is the fourth part. And now the fifth part. How to calculate contribution. So see. So A, how many units we manufacture for product A? Only the minimum quantity, that is 2000. For B, we manufacture full 5000. And for C, 2000 plus 1750, 3750 into 40, 30, and 20. So here in this case, the contribution will be 3,05,000. So this contribution is for the third question. This contribution is for the second question. So now we are done with all the concepts of this question. These all are the points what I want to discuss for this question. So before giving you time to write, anyone having any doubts or queries in this part? Very good, Meenu. The answer is correct. Very good, Pooja. So anyone having any doubts in key factor, you guys want me to explain any part again? If you guys want me to explain the entire key factor again, I can do this. I want every one of you guys to be thorough with the concepts. So whatever the queries you have, you guys can post your queries, waiting for your queries. Thereafter, I'll give you time for 5 to 7 minutes to copy everything. Whatever running in your mind, be it if there is unlimited demand of product. Second point, when maximum demand is given in the question. So here was the calculation and this was the contribution. Third part, when maximum and minimum both are given. So this is the calculation and this is the contribution. So waiting for your queries first of all. So herein, if there is unlimited demand for product, then we will be manufacturing product B only, because the contribution per kg of raw material is highest in case of B. So herein that is 6. So we have 60,000 kgs and one unit require 5 kgs. So 12,000 units we can manufacture. So the total contribution will be 3,60,000. Now the second point, if maximum demand is given, then at the most we can manufacture 5,000 units of a particular product. So first we will be manufacturing B, then C, and then A. So B, 25,000 kgs is utilized. Still we have 35,000 kgs. Then we will make product C. So 5,000 into 4, 20,000. So after making C also, we have 15,000 kgs in hand. So one unit required 10 kgs. So we can manufacture 1500 units into 10 kgs, 15,000 zero. So herein for A, we manufactured 1500. For B, we manufactured 5,000. And for C, we manufactured 5,000 into 40, 30, and 20. This is what my contribution for this problem. Now, if minimum demand is also given, then we will first fulfill the minimum demand for all the three products. That is 2000 into 10, 2000 into 5, and 2000 into 4. So herein 38,000 kgs will be utilized to fulfill the minimum demand to manufacture A, B, and C, 2000 units each. So herein still we are left out with 22,000 kgs. So these 22,000 kgs will be first utilized to manufacture the balance units of product B. So out of 5,000, 2,000 units are already manufactured. So at the most, we can manufacture 3,000 units. So 3,000 units we can manufacture. Per unit, it is 5 kgs. So 15,000 kgs will be required and full 5,000 units will be manufactured. So after manufacturing these 3,000 units, we are still left out with 7,000 kgs. So from 7,000 kgs, we will manufacture the balance 1,750 units of product C. And accordingly, we were able to manufacture 2,000 of A, 5,000 of B, and 3,750 of C. So this is the maximum contribution. Anyone having any? So I have summarized everything, Kushi. I hope this part is clear. Mr. Anil, sir, at mini and max demand, we are left out with 7 kgs after completion of B, not of A. We are left out with 7,000 kgs after fulfilling the minimum demand of all three and thereafter the maximum of B. So left out will be utilized to manufacture C. But let's say after manufacturing C also, if anything is left out, that will be utilized to manufacture A. Okay, Mustafa. Admin sir, can you please unmute Anil? Okay, Kushi. Yes, Anil. Yes, Anil, tell
So
me.
in case, sir,
Yeah.
am I audible?
Yes, yes, loud and clear. Tell me.
Sir, in case, sir, some other additional data is given like PV ratio and all. Then
We
in
can
what
easily
basis?
calculate. See, as of now, in this part, you have any doubts?
No, sir.
Okay, then I'll be discussing few more points also. So I think you guys are, don't worry, I'll be discussing few more points also relating to key factor. But as of now, in this question, the key factor is what? My raw material. And this is what the various situations I have taken. So rest PV ratio and all I'll be
Okay, sir.
discussing. Give me some time. So
I'm
now done
worried
with,
about another combination of like
pardon?
in case of another combinations of key factor like in
Let me
case of
complete the
additional
explanation.
data
Thereafter,
provided. Okay, sir.
let
Okay,
me
sir.
complete
Thank
the
you.
complete. So giving you 5 minutes time to copy everything. Do write your comments also, what you have understood from this concept. Write down in your notebook the concepts what I have discussed. See, this is the explanation, but yes, do write in writing. See, the way I have written here, that what is key factor in this case, since the raw material is in limited supply, so this is my object. So just write down the comments also while writing the solution and the concepts. So giving you 5 to 7 minutes time to copy everything and write down the concepts in your notebook. So let's meet after 5 to 7 minutes. So this is all what about key factor or limiting factor. So herein, in this question, since my raw material was in limited quantity, so my basis of decision, basis of ranking was what? The contribution per kg of raw material. So herein, if my raw material is limited key factor, then what will be the basis of decision? Contribution per kg of raw material. So we gave the first priority to whom? The wherein the contribution per kg of raw material was the highest. So it was in case of B. So we gave him first priority, then followed by C and then A. So let's say if raw material is key factor, then contribution per kg of raw material. If labor hours are limited available, we have very limited labor hours. So my decision will be based on what? Contribution per labor hour. If my machine hours are limited, the decision will be based on contribution per machine hour. Very important, guys. If my sales quantity is limited, that is इतने यूनिट से ज्यादा बेच ही नहीं सकते. So what will be the basis of decision? I repeat again, there is a restriction that let's say max to max 20,000 unit we can sell of a particular product. So my decision will be based on what? If sales quantity is my limiting factor, my decision will be based on what? Can you guys tell me? No profit comes to picture after fixed cost. So fixed cost का तो कहानी ही नहीं है. So if my sales quantity is the limiting factor, my decision will be based on what? Waiting for your opinion, be it right, be it wrong, whatever running in your mind, you can speak up. Very good. Not contribution per kg, it is incorrect because kgs is of what? Raw material. Then, okay, so one of the student, Linga, posted sales price. But let's say I understand if the sales price is highest, we can select. But what about the variable cost? Let's say the selling price is 120 and the variable cost is 110, and we are getting a profit of 10 in product A, 30 in product B, then product B will be preferred over A. So selling price is not the concept. Be more specific, Tanu Vishwakarma. Harivansh, I'm not getting what you are saying. So Adil Khan, it is correct. Very good. Rabari, it is incorrect. Very good. Ettam Shetty, very good. It is correct. Hina, very good. Hina, it is correct. Gunjan, incorrect. Sara Kasim, very good. It is correct. So if the sales quantity is the limiting factor, then how come we will be getting the maximum profit? Depending upon contribution per unit. So the product with highest contribution per unit will be manufactured. You guys can frame a question and cross check also. It's not the per unit price, it's the contribution per unit. No, not sales value, Arun. You can just frame a question. So just for your understanding, I'm framing a question A, B, and C. Let's say selling price is 100, 100 and 100. Variable cost is, let's say, 60, 70, 80. So 40, 30 and 20. Now, it is given in the question that max to max we can sell 50,000 units of a particular product. Then which product we will manufacture? Overall, max to max 50,000 units can be manufactured of any product. कोई भी प्रोडक्ट का आप टोटल 50,000 में बना सकते हैं. मतलब द कंपनी कैन मैन्युफैक्चर एट द मोस्ट 50,000 यूनिट्स ऑफ ए प्लस बी प्लस सी. सो टोटल 50,000 यूनिट्स ही बना सकते हैं. So guys, tell me which units, which product we will manufacture. Very simple, product A only, because the contribution per unit is highest. So 5 fours are 20. We will getting the highest contribution, that is 20 lakh will be the highest contribution what we will be getting in product A. Anyone with any doubts or queries? This is not PV ratio, it is contribution per unit. It's not the PV ratio, it's the contribution per unit, guys. So let's say it is given that company can manufacture at the most 50,000. आप A का बनाओ, B का बनाओ, C का बनाओ, but max to max 50,000 units company can manufacture. So this is the best product which company should manufacture. Let's take one more case. Let me check if there are any queries first. You can frame a question, Tanu, and decide which one is correct. Yes, Meenu. So if the sales quantity is the limiting factor, contribution per unit will be the basis of decision. So the product with the highest contribution per unit will be manufactured and sold. Next case, let's say sales value is the limiting factor. That is, let's say that my turnover should not cross 2 crores or 3 crores or 4 crores because of some or other reasons to qualify under small enterprises or whatever it is, for tax benefit or whatever it is. My turnover should not cross after a certain amount. So sales value is my limiting factor. Then in this case, the product with the highest PV ratio is to be manufactured. So these are the various situations. So if raw material is limited, my decision will be based on contribution per kg of raw material. If labor hours are limited, it is contribution per labor hour. If machine hours are limited, it is contribution per machine hour. If sales quantity is limited, it is contribution per unit. And sales value is limited, it is PV ratio. Let me discuss this concept. I'm explaining this for you, Tanu. This is my contribution per unit. Now, let's say two parts. Okay, my PV ratio also we will calculate. That is 30%, 40%, and 50%. Now, let's take two parts. Sales quantity is limited and sales value is limited. Let's say sales quantity is limited to 40,000 units. Now, as I said, if the sales quantity is limited, we should manufacture the product with the highest contribution per unit. That is, it should be given first. So if we manufacture A, my contribution will be 24 lakh. If we manufacture C, it will be 20 lakh. And for product B, it will be 48 into 4, 19 lakh 20,000. So if the sales quantity is limited, what we should manufacture? Product A, and the contribution will be how much? 24 lakh. Any other opinion? Yes or no? I hope this part is clear to you. We will be getting the highest profit only in case of A because the sales quantity is limited. In A, we are getting 24 lakh. In B, we are getting 19 lakh 20,000. And in the C, we are getting 20 lakh. So highest contribution we are getting in A only. So that's why we will manufacture A. Now let's say we have a maximum capacity of turnover of 2 crore rupees. My sales value should not go more than 2 crore. So if we manufacture product A, then what will be the basis of decision? PV ratio. So highest PV ratio is in what? C. So 2 crore into 30%, 60 lakh in case of A, 2 crore into 40%, 80 lakh in case of B, and 2 crore into 50% in case of C. So we will manufacture product C and my profit will be how much? 1 crore. So these 2 points are more or less same, but yes, the difference is the contribution per unit and the PV ratio. So if sales quantity is limited, contribution per unit will be selected. And if the sales value is limited, PV ratio is to be selected. Those who want to copy this explanation can copy. Anyone with any doubts or queries? Tanu, please check which product. If anyone have any doubts, you guys can please use the mic and raise your hand. I'm here to speak to you also. So Kushi, do you have mic? Then do raise your hand. Aditya, how come 24 lakh? See, the contribution per unit is 60. 60 into 40,000, 24 lakh. That's okay, Kushi, no worries. Herein 40,000 units were limited. Herein 2 crore the turnover was limited. Anyone with any doubts or queries? If anyone want to speak to me, you guys can raise your hand. I request you guys to copy this explanation, please. If the sales value is limited, we will manufacture that product whose PV ratio is highest. So in that third product, that is product C, the PV ratio was highest, that is 50%. So we will manufacture product C only because we'll be getting a contribution of 1 crore, that is highest in case of C. So for A, it was 30%. So it was 1 crore 20 lakh. Sorry, for A, it was 30%. So we would have got the profit of 3 lakh, sorry, 36 lakh only. For B, it was 40%. So we would have got the contribution of 80 lakh only. But for C, it was 50%. So we would have got a profit of 1 crore. That's why we selected C with the highest PV ratio, Kushi. I'm done with key factor. Anyone having any doubts or queries? Yes, anyone? I request you guys to download the material that I have provided over the portal. We are done with key factor now. 1 second, there is a query. I request you guys to download the material what I have provided over the portal. Yes, there are possibilities. If the time permits, I'll discuss that type of question also. I request you guys to please download the material what I have provided over the portal. And I want you guys to solve. 1 second. 1 second, guys. Okay, so try to solve question number 2 from my material, that an umbrella manufacturer. So giving you 15 minutes time to solve this question. This is not a break for you guys, it's a break for me. So let's take a break of 15 minutes. I want you guys to post your answer on question number 2. Again, it has nothing to do with key factor. Key factor is finished. We have discussed the all possible things what the examiner can ask in key factor. So you can refer 1 or 2 questions from study material. You will be able to solve the question on key factor in minutes because we have discussed what the examiner can ask worst possible. So let's start with the new question, question number 2. And I want you guys to post your answers or opinion on question number 2. So let's meet after 15 minutes. Admin sir, are you there? Please put it on break. Na? Welcome back, my friends. I hope you guys are ready with the answer. So I've got answer from Arun. I think it is incorrect. Rabari, please check that what the question is asking. I just want the answer of the question what I'm asking. Okay, so very good, Harsh. Your answer is correct. Very good, Harsh. So I've got correct answer from Harsh Mishra. Hina Kumar, your answer is incorrect. In fact, nowhere nearby. Gunjan Devi, your answer is incorrect. Mustafa, you are close to the answer. Arun, you are also close to the answer. Pooja, it is incorrect. Okay, Adil Khan, it is correct. Very good. So I've got correct answer from Adil and Harsh. Anyone else who tried the solution, who tried the question? Mustafa, it is incorrect. Anyone else with any other opinion? Hardly 5 to 6 students posted the answer. So let's start. Okay, so let me check. I've got 2, 3 more answers. So Minu tried but couldn't solve. That's okay. What? Manisha, nowhere close to the answer. Linga, incorrect answer. Arun, no, it is incorrect. Yes, Manisha, I think it is correct. Can you please post the answer to 3 to 4 decimals? So, anyways, guys, it is incorrect. Arun, appreciate your efforts, but it is incorrect. Yes, very good, Khushi. It is correct. So, let's start with this question now. So, there is an umbrella manufacturers make an average net profit of 2 rupees 50 paisa per piece on a selling price of rupees 14 rupees and 30 paisa by producing and selling 60,000 pieces. That is 60% of the potential capacity. So there is an umbrella manufacturer who is making a profit of 2 rupees 50 paisa, wherein the selling price is 14 rupees 30 paisa by manufacturing and selling 60,000 pieces of umbrella. That is 60% of the potential capacity. His cost of sales is direct material, direct labor, work overheads, selling overheads are given. During the current year, he intends to produce the same number of units, but anticipates that fixed charges will go up by 10%. So herein, in the current year also, they will be manufacturing 60,000 units only, but it is given that their fixed charges will go up by 10%. Okay. The direct labor and material will also go up by 8% and 6% respectively. But he has no option of increasing the selling price. So it's a big problem for the company that the units are same, but the cost has gone up and he can't increase the selling price. So I think it's not a good situation for the company. So under this situation, he obtained an offer for further 20% of his capacity. It means 60,000 pieces, 60% capacity. So for 20% capacity means 20,000 pieces he has an order. So what minimum price will you recommend for acceptance of offer to ensure that the manufacturer earn an overall profit of 167,300? So now the situation is very critical for the company. wherein they can manufacture and sell 60,000 units only, but all the cost will go up, be it material, be it labor, be it all the fixed cost, but they can't increase the selling price. So definitely इनका profit क्या हो जाएगा, काफी कम हो जाएगा. So in that tough situation, they are getting an order of 20,000 pieces, and we have to quote the price to the supplier that at least we should get a profit of 1,67,300. So definitely अब supplier जो है वो प्राइस क्या एक्सपेक्ट करेगा, लेस देन 14 रुपीज 30 पैसा, बिकॉज 14 rupees 30 paisa they are selling the umbrellas in the market. Now there is a bulk buyer who is ready to buy 20,000 pieces of umbrella, so definitely he will not be buying it for 14 rupees 30 paisa. He'll be buying it at a competitive price. So if you are able to understand the question, those who have posted answer 14 rupees 30 paisa or above that, the answer is incorrect, because it is illogical also that why a supplier will buy at a price more than 14 rupees 30 paisa or even nearby 14 rupees 30 paisa. He'll be expecting a much lesser price than 14 rupees 30 paisa. So we have to calculate the price at which we can earn an overall profit of 1,67,300. So this is what the question says. I think I've got one or two more answers. Let me check. So Pooja Byalal, it is incorrect. Priya Sharma, it is. So your price is more than 14 rupees 50 paisa. So logically also it is incorrect. Mustafa, it is incorrect. Your price is more than 14 rupees 30 paisa. Arun Sagar, it is incorrect. Arun Sagar, I think it is correct now. Very good, Arun. How come you got this answer, Anil? So let's start with the solution. It is question number 2. This question is from the past examination only, and 2 times the same question has been asked. So the figures are changed. But yes, the same pattern, same everything, the same umbrella and everything is same. Apart from this, the examiner changed few figures, and in one of the attempt, they asked the same question copy paste. So I'm taking one question from past examination. So let's start with this question. Current capacity 60% and 60,000 units. Selling price is 14 rupees 30 paisa. When talking about material cost, it is 3 rupees 50 paisa. Plus it is increased by 6%. So the revised material cost will be 3.71. Labor cost is 1 rupees 25 paisa plus 8%. So this will be 1 rupees 35 paisa. When talking about work overhead, 50% is fixed and 50% is variable. So this will be 3.125. Next is sales overhead. It is 80 paisa and 25% is variable. So this will be 20 paisa. So my total variable cost will be how much? This will be 8.385. My contribution per unit is 5.915. So my contribution total will be how much? 65 into 60,000 into 5.915. Three lakh 54,900. Now my fixed cost. So fixed cost is 3.125 and 0.6. 3.125 plus 0.6 multiplied by 60,000 units, and it has gone up by 10%, so it is 110%. Always remember, this part will be discussed in budgetary control also, that fixed cost is always calculated at normal capacity, that is the given capacity, and that fixed cost will remain same at all the level of sales. So herein, so my normal capacity is 60,000 units. So 3.125 plus 0.6 into 60,000 into 110%, 245,850. So how much profit I am earning? $109050. Anyone having any doubts till now? You guys can post your queries. From the current capacity, from the current many production, I am earning a profit of 109050. Very good, Pooja. 3.71, it is 3.5 plus 6%. Meenu, please check. 3.5 plus 6%. 3.5 plus 6%. 1.25 plus 8%. Anyone having any doubts? It can be increased due to increase in rent or increase in salary. Mujahid, it is plus 10% because see, fixed cost has gone up by 10%. So you calculate the total fixed cost plus 10%, you will get the same answer, Mujahid. It is 8.385, Pooja. Please recheck. Till here, your solution is right. Okay, Hina. Okay, now question from my end. If we manufacture 50,000 units extra, क्या मेरा कोई additional fixed cost लगेगा? Yes or no? A question to all of you guys. If I'm manufacturing, let's say 30,000 units extra, forget about 50,000. If I manufacture 30,000 units extra, कोई additional fixed cost लगेगा? Yes or no? Okay, so very good, Anil. Very good, Hina. Very good. So my fixed cost is already recovered from my current capacity, and I have recovered my fixed cost of 2,45,850. 1 second. Let me check if there is anyone having other opinion. Linga, it is no. Now, a question to all of you guys. I want answers from anyone. So, if we manufacture additional units, how much is the cost to manufacture the additional units? Let's say if I'm manufacturing 1 unit extra, what is the cost of 1 unit after 60,000? See, once I cross my 60,000, if I'm manufacturing additional units, how much is the additional cost to manufacture a unit? Can you guys tell me? So if I'm manufacturing additional units, how much is my cost per unit? Can you guys tell me? Suppose I'm manufacturing 60,000 umbrellas and my cost is 10, total cost is recovered and I'm getting a profit of 109050. Now, if I'm manufacturing additional units, how much will be the cost to manufacture an umbrella? Waiting for your answers. How come you got this magical figure, Mustafa? Very good, Linga. It is correct now. What is the cost per unit for every unit manufactured? I'm asking. See, once these 60,000 units are manufactured, we are getting a profit of 109050. Now, the cost to manufacture an umbrella is how much? 8.385. Because additional अगर कोई भी units बनाएंगे, so how much is my cost? 8.385. This is the cost to manufacture an umbrella. 8.385. The variable cost, because fixed cost is already recovered till 60,000 units. So we are not at all concerned about fixed cost. So if we are manufacturing one umbrella, how much will be my cost? 8.385. Now, how much additional profit we want from 20,000 units? Additional profit from 20,000 units. How much additional profit we want from 20,000 units? My total profit is how much? Expected profit is how much? 167,300. The profit already recovered till 60,000 units, 109050. So how much profit I want from 20,000 units? My total expectation is 167,300. The profit I'm getting from 60,000 unit is 109050. So 58,250 is the profit what I want from 20,000 units. Or we can say profit. How much profit we want per unit? 58,250 divided by 20,000 pieces. So how much profit I want per piece? 2.9125. This is the profit I want from one umbrella. Now, how much is the cost to manufacture an umbrella? $8.385. So how much should be my selling price? 11.297 price. So this is the minimum price I want for my umbrella. In more easier way, see this much profit I have recovered. So how much additional profit I want? 58,250. This is the profit I want. Is there any fixed cost? No. Already recovered. So I don't have any fixed cost already recovered. How much contribution I want? Same 58,250 I want the contribution. How much will be my variable cost? 8.385 into 20,000. This is the variable cost I want. $167,700. So how much sales I want? 225,950 I want the sales. If we divide this by 20,000, we'll get the same answer, 11.2975. So this is just an easier way to understand, but this way you can present in exams. So very simple. How much additional profit I want from 20,000 pieces? 58,250. Fixed cost is already recovered. How much contribution? 58,250. Now to manufacture 20,000 pieces, how much will be my variable cost? This much. So how much will be my sales? Contribution plus variable cost will be my sales. If we divide it by 20,000, we will get 11.2975. So जो students को ये समझ में नहीं आया, definitely ये part समझ में आ जाएगा. So anyone having any doubts in this part now? So 11.2975 is the price I want anyhow, by hook or by crook. If the supplier is paying more, I have no issues. But this is the minimum price I want for the umbrellas of 20. This is the minimum price I want for these 20,000 umbrellas. I hope this part is clear to you, Harsh Mishra. See, there are many ways to solve the problem. The point is you should get the answers. So if when talking about a particular question in marginal costing, there are many ways to solve the question. Anyone with any opinion? See, if anyone is having any doubts in this calculation, you can refer the basic method what we discussed, that is sales, variable cost, contribution, fixed cost, profit. How much additional profit we want? 58,250. Fixed cost is already recovered here. So my contribution is how much? 58,250. My variable cost to manufacture 20,000 units is this much. So how much will be my sales? Contribution plus variable cost will be sales. If we divide it by 20,000 units, we will get the price. I hope this part is clear to all. No worries. That's okay, Mustafa. Where exactly you are finding difficult, Sabah? See, there is no end of marginal costing. If you are solving 100 question, examiner can ask you 100 first question also. So the point is practice is the key and concepts are the key. Again, I'm just following the same concepts what I have discussed on day one: sales, variable cost, contribution, fixed cost, and profit. So this is my additional profit. My fixed cost is already recovered. As I said, fixed cost is constant at all the level of sales. So once the fixed cost is recovered, the additional sales जो भी कर रहे हैं उससे जो contribution आएगा वही हमारा क्या होगा? Profit. So here contribution, variable cost, and sales. Sales divided by quantity will be my price. So this chapter marginal costing is based on 5 terms: sales, variable cost, contribution, fixed cost, and profit. Again, don't stick to the particular few points that is desired sales break even. You should understand, Mustafa, that what the question is asking and accordingly start the solution. And this will come only with practice, Mustafa. You can't apply any of the formulas in marginal costing. Fixed cost in aggregate is total fixed cost is how much? 245,850. So this is the total fixed cost. Irrespective of the unit manufactured, this fixed cost will be the same, Mr. Mujahid. I also did the same thing only. That is, see, additional profit is 58,250 divided by 20,000 units, 2.9125 plus 8.385. The selling price will be 11.2975. So, anyone having any doubts? If anyone having any doubts, you can raise your hand. You can speak to me directly. Don't get demotivated or demoralized that, okay, I'm not being able to solve the question. It happens with everyone. When I was a student, I was not being able to solve the questions. But these days, I'm able to solve the question. The reason being is practice, hard work, and concept clarity. So, better understanding of the concepts. So, guys, don't get demotivated. It's okay. Sometimes it happens. So, the point is, you are learning this chapter for the first time. So this is not an easy chapter, but yes, if you are thorough with the concept, you will find this chapter very easy and interesting also. This is a very practical based chapter. So the point is, stick to the concepts, try to solve as many as possible question. As I told you also that before also, that refer any, graduation level books and solve the questions for better understanding of the concepts. Once you are thorough with the concepts, then start solving some advanced problems. 3.5 into 106% also you can do, Aditya. 3.5 plus 6%. कैलकुलेटर पे आप टाइप कीजिए 3.5 प्लस 6% और 3.5 you can write 3.5 into 106%. I hope it is better. As I said, Arun, fixed cost is always calculated at normal capacity, and my normal capacity is 60,000 units. So this is the total cost into 60,000. This will say remain same now. Even if you manufacture 1 lakh units also, this cost will not change. This 20,000 units only, Hina. Yes. Array, see, the point is fixed cost remain constant at all the level of sales. और एक बार हमने 60,000 यूनिट्स पे रिकवर कर लिया है, इट मींस we are done with fixed cost. Now the point is variable cost is the key. Think practically, Anil. Anyone else with any doubts? Two 25, 950. How I got? See, my contribution is 58, 250. Contribution plus variable cost. Contribution plus variable cost will be my sales. See, these are the two ways to solve the question, either this or this. Anyone else? I hope everyone is thorough with the concepts. Anyone with any doubts or queries, you guys can speak to me also. It's an easy question, not that tricky. Yes, 20,000 is the additional order. 20,000 unit is the additional order what we got from a buyer. Anyone else? Whatever it is, you can post your queries. I think it is already 9:20, so I won't be discussing additional question. So if you guys want to speak to me regarding anything what I have discussed in the 3 sessions, that is the previous 2 session and this today's session, you can speak to me because I'm going to give you homework now. And the homework is not going to be easy. And I want you guys to try at least. See, the questions I will be giving you are not so easy. I'll be giving you weird questions, the new questions from past examination, few CA final questions also, few MTPs, RTPs question also, just for better understanding of this chapter. So don't get demotivated if you are not being able to solve my questions. Trust me, after the end of the next session, you will be thorough with this chapter. But the point is, you need to practice. Practice is the key. Okay, so 1 second, few students raised hand. Admin sir, can you please unmute Tannu Vishwakarma?
Yes, sir. Good morning, sir.
Good morning, Tanu. Can you be please bit more loud?
सर आपने जो एक्स्ट्रा क्वेश्चन प्रोवाइड किए हैं ना, तो मैंने उससे सॉल्व करने का ट्राई किया था, बट वो बहुत
किससे किससे
डिफिकल्ट लग
किससे
रहा है।
वापस बताइए।
सर आपने जो एक्स्ट्रा क्वेश्चन प्रोवाइड किए हैं ना पोर्टल पे,
हाँ हाँ,
सर वो मतलब क्वेश्चन समझने ही नहीं आ रहा था मुझे कि उसमें
वो
करना क्या
नहीं
है।
आना है इजीली, डोंट वरी, it's going to take time. So the point is you need peace of mind. So once the lecture get over, I'll guide you how to approach these extra questions, and I'll mention also what all questions you have to attempt. So don't worry, these questions no one were able to solve in the first go. So don't worry, I'm just giving you these questions as homework to I just want you guys to try and think that what are the all possible solutions. The more you will think, the more you will write, the better you will be with the concepts. So these questions are just for your brain exercise. So don't worry, even none of the answers are correct, that's okay. But the point is, you need to just try this questions for better understanding of these chapter, Tanu.
ओके
Don't worry if you'll not get the solution. Also, whatever it is, do write it. I just want you guys to use your brain, do some exercise, and then write the solution. This is what I want from you. Yes, Anil, tell me. Edwin sir, can you please unmute Anil? Yes, Anil, tell me. Yes, Anil. Yes, Anil. I think he has gone somewhere anyways. So guys, now the next session is I think on 4th of October and we have sufficient time. So I'm giving you few questions as homework. See, again, this chapter is very important from examination point of view and in your practical life also this chapter is very important. So these are the steps what you have to follow in coming 4 days. The first thing is revise the concepts discussed. Next is solve the questions again that are discussed in class. Third, refer any graduation level book and solve all the questions in writing. This is for better understanding of the concepts. Thereafter, once you are done with all these 3 points, then start with study material. Illustration number 1 second. 2, 3, 4. Seven, 8, 10. Try once, else I will discuss 10th question. 12th, 13th, then practical question number 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Sorry. 9, 10, 11. Well, 16. Thereafter, one second, Aditya. Thereafter, from my material, from my assignment, question number 1, 2 are already done. Question number 5, 6, and 7. So this is the order what you have to follow. Revise the concept as discussed. Solve the questions again that are discussed in class in writing. Thereafter, refer any graduation level book and solve all the question in writing. Thereafter, study material first, illustration, then practical problem, and then question number 5, 6, 7 from my assignment. So most of the question you will be able to solve, but specifically 6th and 7th, do try 6th and 7th question. These are the new questions I have not discussed anywhere. So these are altogether the fresh questions for you. So you will not find solutions anywhere. So I want specifically the answer on question number 6th and 7th. So what I can assure you is this much you will be able to solve very easily. But these 3 questions again are on the trickier side. So do try it. So this is the pattern what you have to follow in the coming 3 days. Make sure, guys, you follow this pattern. I assure you, I promise you guys, you will be able to solve the questions of marginal costing and you will be thorough with this chapter. But yes, follow this pattern. Now, yes, Aditya, tell me. Admin sir, can you please unmute Aditya? Still one session is left. 8 to 12 marks. Adil Khan. Anyone with any doubts? Anyone with any doubts or queries? Examiner can ask anything there. No worries, that's okay. So I request you guys to take the screenshot of these questions and make sure when you guys are present in the coming session, you are done with all these things. I want answers on these questions from every one of you, those who are present in class. And before attempting these 3 questions, solve this much. Trust me, you will feel much better with marginal costing. And again, don't wait that, okay, once the sessions will get over, I'll start solving the chapter. No. Along with the sessions, keep on solving the question. So anyone with any doubts or queries? I request you guys to take the screenshot. So fine, guys. Thank you so much for your time and patience and for active participation in the session. God bless you guys. See you guys soon. And make sure you guys are done with all this homework. And this is the holiday homework for you. My next session is on 4th. So till 4th, I want everyone to be done with the homework. Take care, guys. God bless you. See you. And sir, I'm done, sir.